It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Dalton Kincaid. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Vikings and the Lions on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
When I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, the second-round pick out of Kentucky, Will Levis.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things. If we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. He'll try to run it here with Cora. And that'll move the sticks. First down, up to the 40.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. A second down throw here for Levis. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they go with Cora. And he is going to have a Lions first down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On play action, here's Levis. This one is caught by Reed. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. On the ground, it's Corum. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Schultz is the motion man. Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Taking off, he'll try to get there. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down?
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Will Levis. Touchdown, Detroit. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
A big play to kick off this drive. A pickup of 44 yards. Here's 1st and 10. They'll toss it here to Achane. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
That's taken in by Achane. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This is caught 2. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, it's Goff. Over the top, he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The extra point by Romo is good. And the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Levis to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond him. To throw is Levis. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
The run here with Devin Singletary. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. All even on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. He'll air this one out for Renfro.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Goff to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing, Goff. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Throwing here is Goff. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On play action, Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. to the air. It's Goff. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. They get the veteran, Teron Armstead. So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Schultz is the motion man. Levis to throw it here on first down. That's complete. Kylan Granson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Singletary. And he's got first down yardage. Bring it out to the 24.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On first and 10, it's Corum. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Here's Levis. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Levis to throw. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. This one out to Moore. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now away whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. On second down, Levis. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Third and long. Now, Levis. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Levis. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on third and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Here's a designed run. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. Here's second and 9. Now Levis. Over the middle. He's got St. Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll throw here on third and short. They'll set up the screen here to Cora. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really.
Good blocking, and he's in. Will Levis. Touchdown, Lions. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Panthers who were able to come in and get one on the road. Caleb Williams leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check in on the Commanders at home in Landover. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Garrett Wilson a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Nico Collins, a touchdown catch in the victory. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control. And now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
The PAT, up and good. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. Now Goff. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They go play action with Levis. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This one taken in by Renfro. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Here's Levis to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In motion, Reed. On play action, here's Levis. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Levis. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Levis. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Schultz is the motion man. Off the play fake. It's Levis. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, We can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for the Vikings. First down.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. On play action, Goff. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On second down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing, Goff. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
The Lions offense and quarterback Will Levis ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Here's a handoff to Cora. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle. Throwing on second down, Levis. Looking downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run with Cora. Not much happening there, just a short game. A second down throw here for Levis. He's got his tight end, Branson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver.
Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Here's the Lions punt team now. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Now a screen set up for Achane. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the carry, here's Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. A short one there to Bellinger. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Goff. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They are in control of this one, trying to finish it off and snap that 2-game losing streak. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Quora. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Quora. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Schultz is the motion man. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Levis. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They'll run straight ahead with Quora. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. On the give, it's Singletary. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now a run with Cora. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Once again, it's Corum. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here comes 3rd and 6. Running forward is Corum. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.